Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
pass. That's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game.
To Del Puentes.
Oh, wow.
Delgado makes the shot and knocks it down. Valoria is open. 3-pointer.
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
We celebrate Independence Day dito sa Palayan City in Nueva Ecija. We are the Nueva Ecija Coliseum for your Thursday triple header ng Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. We are in our second game here as Jong Baloria and the rest of the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters try to steady the ship again. They've been struggling this season. It's been a tough campaign so far for Batangas City. But on the other side, Cebu also enduring a few concerns of their own. They are going into this matchup short-handed as they take on Batangas City. It's the second game of your Thursday triple header dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Batangas City against Cebu. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, sa Dove Tupas kasama si Javi Palanya. Magandang gabi din sa mga nanonood sa Facebook and sa YouTube. And we are live now on Solar Sports. Javi, an important game para sa Batangas just because they lost last week to Zamboanga.
Yeah, actually, they are in a two-game losing slide. They've lost to the top teams in each division, Nueva Ecija and Zamboanga, the most recent. So, if I'm Cebu, I'll be very wary of Batangas in this game dahil I'm sure Batangas would want to vent their ire on the Classic in today's game.
Oo, and eto, kailangan din mag-bounce back kasi matagal na wala to eh.
Tagal, sobrang tagal.
Matagal na wala to. Mika Bisamis nagbabalik dito sa ating coverage. And Mika, kamusta ka naman? And kamusta ang dalawang teams natin? Medyo magkaiba ang kanilang sitwasyon ngayon.
No better place than home always sa Delphin Javi, especially here inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum kung saan palagi tayo nakakaramdam ng championship vibes. And of course, speaking of champions, etong ang Batangas City Coliseum, etong Batangas City, hindi tayo sanay sa ganitong klaseng sitwasyon para sa kanila. Nabanggit mo nga, Javi, they have lost to the strong contenders, Nueva Ecija, Quezon, Zamboanga, nandyan pa yung Pangasinan and Ilagan. Sabi ni Coach Cholo, we have yet to win against the stronger contenders, especially they are facing Pampanga and Binyan in their next games, kaya kailangan daw nila talaga ng boost sa kanilang moral and confidence. Para naman dito sa Cebu, they have 6 players today. Isa lang hiling ni Coach Marlon Zambrano. Sabi niya, Mika, isa lang ang dasal ko. Siyempre, walang masaktan because they need 5 players on the floor. Si Delphin Javi.
Okay, kailangan talaga ng walang masaktan kasi 6 lang sila tonight ang Cebu Classic, and we have to check the team standings right now. Cebu right there at number 12 with a 4-10 record. Batangas right in the middle of the pack, 7-7 ang kanilang record. Number 8. And alam natin, more than the team standings because we have a trade window right now. 1 to 4 will have one player na makukuha nila. 5 to 8 meron silang dalawang players, and 9 to 15 unlimited, Javi.
You're right. And Batangas, I'm sure, will take on this opportunity to further beef up the roster. Alam naman natin that Coach Solo Villanueva has stuck with this core of his, but I understand that there are some surprises in play, pero syempre malalaman natin yan in the next few days pa. In their last game, Batangas, they lost against Zamboanga, and this was a game that actually they were in the thick of things sa una pa lang. They started off strong in this game until halftime and until the very end. Kaya lang Batangas just really fell short in this game due to some bad decision making in the end game. 46% ang kanilang game field goal percentage dito, but their 17 turnovers really did them in. And Zamboanga has done a wonderful job of turning turnovers of opposing teams into points, and that's exactly what they did here against the Rum Masters.
Well, you felt like there was a changing of the guard in the South Division with what happened in that game with Zamboanga overcoming itong Batangas. Parang nagkapalitan na sila ng pwesto. Cebu in their last game, and it's also been a tough time para sa kanila because again they also played this game short-handed, 119 to 95. Although maganda ang field goal shooting, alam natin na they just could not keep up with the pace of Sarangani in this game.
And nakita mo naman yung attempts ng Sarangani sa laro na to. 92 attempts compared to 68 attempts for Cebu. This has been how many consecutive game already for Cebu that they played undermanned this season, and so these woes have really compounded with them going up against teams who are very determined to get victories.
And let's meet the starters courtesy of Miguel Pere.
Continues here inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum. Welcome to our second game between Batangas City and Cebu. On the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7 live on Solar Sports. Here are the starters. Beginning with the MPBL inaugural season champions, Batangas City Tanduay Ram Messers. Starting at forward number 7, O'Neal Arim. Also at forward number 53, Sed Ablaza. Coming in at center number 24, Mark Cruz. Two guard number 25, Philip Panyamogan. And at one guard number 13, MJ De La Virgen. Their head coach is Cholo Villanueva. Assistant coaches J.R. Aquino, Warren Capitan, John Arenas, and Dino Enrile. Assistant team manager Gilbert Alea. Team managers Jean Alabanza, LJO partner Mayor Marvin Marino. Team owners Kyle Tan and Lucio Tan III. Here comes the starting five for Cebu Classic. Starting at forward number 18, Mike De Los Santos. The other forward number 8, JP Martinez. Center number 27, Ladis Lepalam. Guard number 24, Dennis Santos. And the other guard number 15, Jameson Hiro. Cebu Classic is led by Voltaire Ora with Marlon Zabrano, Joseph Quit, Nelson Frendol, and Eric C. Team manager is Anthony Eduarte. Reference for this ballgame, our crew chief Nelson Porciuncula. Umpire 1, Efren Nagana, and umpire 2, EJ Carase. Substitute referee is Mark
Starting 5 is
Rancudo.
brought to you by
This game is
1xBet,
under
title
the
sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. MJ De La Virgen, Philip Panyamogan, Mark Cruz, Sed Ablaza, and O'Neal Arim. For Batangas, Cebu has Jameson Hiro, Dennis Santos, Ladis Lepalam, JP Martinez, and Mike De Los Santos. Let's see what happens here, because Cebu only has 6 players, and it looks like may technical foul agad.
Yeah. That's been the case recently para sa Cebu Classic. So every start of game, nabibigyan ng technical free throw yung kalaban nila. Dahil each team is required to show up with at least 10 players.
For a minimum of 10 players. Technical free throw for Philip Panyamogan.
Buti na lang umabot sila sa 5. Ha?
With 1 sub. So 6. Akala ko sa mga rec leagues lang nangyayari ito eh.
May hindi ka nga ako sinalihan dati, Javi. Pag
6 ka sa rec league, parang kung ikaw sulit ka pa eh.
Hindi, kung 6 ka sa rec league, actually, may liga ako sinalihan na dapat 12 yung minimum. Ha?
Talaga?
Oo, and then
Hindi 10.
pag hindi kayo umabot, no, at the end of the first half ng 12, yung bawat tao na wala, na kulang, 2 free throw. So,
That's crazy. What a rule.
So, nangyari sa amin, parang nag-start kami ng second half na 8 ang free throw namin as Cebu takes the lead with Martinez's jumper.
Well, I'm sure that's not a welcome sign para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva, but syempre unang possession pa lang naman yan, and I'm sure Batangas has a lot up their sleeve in this game as they'd like to bounce back hard from that loss against Zamboanga, which was supposed to be a victory para sa kanila.
No, they played here last year. Remember that game against Zamboanga. But Morgan had a fantastic game as well as Lenore.
I think they've been expecting that Philip Panyamogan would have an even better season this year, especially after how he started for Batangas last year nung na-pick up siya sa free agency window.
You have to remember to see Philip Panyamogan started his career under Coach Cholo when he were in Makati. Hindi niya natapos ang season because he was called up sa PBA
Foul on number 53.
and spent the last 2-3 years there after that.
First team foul. Shooting two.
And bumalik siya sa MPBL only last season.
Yeah, his first game was, I remember that was in Mindoro. I just forgot who they went up against. And he really had an explosive start to his comeback dito sa ating liga. I think he had 20 or more points in that game, lighting it up from the outside just like he usually does.
And Ladis Lepalam goes 2 for 2, and Cebu is still on top, 4-3.
As expected, the Classic will be playing zone defense. I think for most part of this game, syempre to try and conserve their energy. Dahil isa lang nga yung kanilang pamalit, and that's Brian Mendoza on that Cebu bench as we see that jumper galing kay Seda Blaza.
Now we're just waiting here for Batangas to turn their intensity up a notch, but that's Lepalam scoring underneath off the feed from Hiro.
But surprisingly, di pa naman napapatayo dito si Coach Cholo Villanueva. So Batangas still trying to go through the motions here in the first few minutes of this game as they maneuver through this zone defense of Cebu.
Morgan, MJ de la Vergen goes to O'Neal Arim. Shot clock down to 4, and Arim gets the triple to drop.
Batangas had 5 players in double figures against Zamboanga, led by Jong Baloria, 16, and that's usually a telltale sign that they would end up with a victory sa laro na yun. But that just wasn't the case because some wrong decisions in the end game really killed it para sa kanila.
Arim too strong. Ablaza gets it to Panyamogan in the lane. And this is might be a concern for Batangas kung hindi sila nagsimula ng maganda dito.
They wouldn't want to give Cebu, a chance to still steal this game galing sa kanila. Alam naman natin na kahit na konti yung ma-field in the players dito ng Cebu, they will try and fight as hard as they can. These players play with a lot of pride.
Ablaza. The kick out to Arim. MJ de la Vergen for that 3. No good. Cruz is blocked by Ladis de Palam. Mike de los Santos to Dennis Santos, who is fouled by MJ de la Vergen. This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, had a sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And most of the defense on the right side converging onto Mike De Los Santos, forgetting about the weak side, which Jameson Hiro took advantage of, cut towards that left side of the basket.
And now let's bring back Mika Abisamis.
I had an interesting conversation with Dennis Santos, who is obviously known to be part of the list of the most respected players of this league. This situation is tough on him, being used to strong teamwork. If you remember his stint with Valenzuela last season, almost made it to the playoffs. He was also with Bulacan. Iba din talaga ang kalibre nito, and I would like to emphasize this even more today. It's never easy having just 5 other players besides yourself to get a win against a strong contender. But Dennis, as a super pro, will get through this and work for what he believes in, pride, and of course, being a good sport. Si Delphin Javi.
Maraming salamat, Mika, and just what goes on in the mind of a player like Dennis Santos. And he is no ordinary player in this league. No? Alam natin ang kapasidad niyan. And again, we cannot state this enough. Mahirap po yung sitwasyon nila. It's been publicized. And I think there are, there's intervention. But you gotta play through it and be a consummate pro, even if it hurts.
Yeah, that's why these players who show up para sa kanila, you just have to applaud. Just them, being in the moment and still trying to play to the best of their abilities. That's why it's secret that Dennis has been able to reach a certain level of success in his basketball career. Once was one of the highest ranked 3x3 players in the country just a few years ago, and obviously one of the best perimeter players we have here in the MPBL.
And it's not like they're tolerating what's happening,
Oh yeah,
but because there's a game to play and there's an opportunity to play, they have to show up.
yeah, these guys still realize that swerte pa rin sila kahit papano. I wouldn't say that this is a very favorable situation sa kanila. It's definitely not. But what I'm saying is just that they do understand that there are millions of kids who are wishing that they could actually step onto the basketball floor and make this a career for themselves.
Jameson Hero on the extra pass. Martinez, he gets the reverse to drop.
Now Martinez is off to a good start para dito sa Cebu, making some key baskets to help the Classic keep in step with Batangas City right now.
That's a layup para kay Philip Panyamogan.
Specialty of the house para kay Philip Panyamogan. You leave him that wide open, that's really gonna be a made basket para sa kanya.
Hero, pass too strong, turnover. Ryan Mendoza coming in.
Brian Mendoza for JP Martinez.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X-Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
Yeah, you gotta stop Cedric Ablaza bago siya makabuelo doon. That's gonna be automatic 2 points just like that one.
The handoff, Philip drives the kick out. Ablaza, one dribble pull-up, money.
Now there's much more intent in the movement of Batangas City and their shots are now falling.
Jong Baloria set to check in. Dennis Santos up against Ablaza. Goes to Mike De Los Santos. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Arim with the tap. Takbo ang Batangas City. Cruz. 3. Panyamogan. Yes!
Obviously, the higher percentage shot was Mark Cruz trying to go for a layup. That's a 2-on-1 break. But ang 3-point shot na libre para kay Philip Panyamogan na mention mo na si Del, parang layup na rin yan.
Oh, pareho lang.
Joe Valoria for O'Neal Arim.
3-point shot of the game is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. And that's a credit to Mark Cruz as well on the pass. Ang ganda ng kanyang pagbigay kay Panyamogan. Ryan Mendoza. Sidestep 3 won't go. Jong Baloria surveys the floor. MJ De La Virgen is waiting. Jong throws the ball away. Was looking for Seda Blaza.
Foul on number 45, Joe Valoria is first. 14
Cebu might not end up with a foul here at the end of one quarter.
Talagang sinusubukan nilang itipid to as we take a look at 3 Rice Vanguards here preparing for their showdown later tonight against the Zamboanga Sikat.
Si ano yung pinaka-pogi doon, yung sa gitna, Jammer. Jammer Hamito. Hero fires over Isip. Rebound nakuha ni Philip. Panyamogan. Ighalo, that's a 3. No. Cruz, stick back, yes.
Mark Cruz. Timeout Cebu Classic.
Cebu is going to use a timeout here after Cruz makes it a 10-point lead for the Rum Masters.
Offensive rebounding para sa Batangas will be very big in this game considering that wala nga masyadong pamalit dito ang Cebu. So they have to step it up a notch in terms of energy to increase this lead further, 22-12.
Coach Don Dulay with the LA cap. Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Proud na proud yan.
LA native ba yan, si
Oo.
Coach Don?
Proud na proud yan lagi. No? Lalo na pag Lakers.
Yun na nga.
Pag tatalo ang Lakers, nagagalit din.
Just like 80% of the Filipino people.
Si ano rin, Christian Luanson. Ganun.
Ay, oo, matindi. Matinding Laker fan yan si Christian Luanzon.
Baloria Tupanya, Morgan, and Cruz with a finish.
Involving two more teammates right there on that fast break opportunity.
That's over the top.
Ball over the backboard. Substitution. John Abuluto.
Buluto comes in para kay Mark Cruz. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
For Philippine.
I anticipate that Coach Cholo Villanueva will be using all players here in this game.
Pare sila BJ Alarcon, baka gamitin yan. CJ Isit, shot fake. Baba kay Ambo. Ambo against Lepalam. And John Abuluto
Basket is good for John Abuluto.
scores plus the foul.
A few seasons ago, you would not expect Ambuluto to make a shot for himself, but right here, creating one para sa sarili niya, going to that reverse against the taller Ladis Lepalam.
Could not complete the three-point play. Minute and 25 remaining sa ating unang kanto. Mendoza to Lepalam now with Jameson Hero. Hero, sidestep three. That won't work. Rebound, Jong Baloria. Takbo ang Batangas. Jong pushing. Finds Don Ochea. Heroes defense, they're forcing the kick out. Igalo to Jong Baloria. Back to Igalo. Kenneth from the corner. Yes!
I think one reason why Batangas has also had its struggles is because that Kenneth Ighalo hasn't really seen the light of day all the time from the outside.
Ngayon ni Isit. Here comes Batangas. Ambo, the extra pass. Ochea for two. 19 agad ang lamang ng Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Hero drives. Pumasok ang kanyang tira. Martinez just standing. Baloria, Isit, Ighalo now with Ochea. Free throw line jumper. That won't go. He gets his own miss. Don Ochea is fouled by Dennis Santos.
Foul on number 24, Dennis Santos is first.
This is the first foul
Shooting two, Don
on
Ochea.
Dennis Santos. 2 on Cebu. 20 seconds remaining here in the first. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Maraming salamat. LGR.
Actually, you're averaging 4 points per game this season. 50% free throw shooter.
Huge lead here for Batangas early on. Coach Bong Ramos. His team will be in action in a while. Zamboanga Sikat Families brand sardines will battle the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards in a duel between the two division leaders.
And also a rematch of the Season 4 National Championship. Obviously, already with different personalities at this point.
Hero is first. Team foul number 3.
Yung rebrand ng Zamboanga, very evident. Kasi from white
And green.
and green, bigla naging orange and purple.
Yun na nga eh.
Orange, white, and purple. Kaya napapa-purple shoes si Roy Sumang. 33-12. Baloria pulls the trigger. No. And first quarter in the books.
Opening quarter ends at 12-33.
And Batangas barely out of first gear, proving too much against this to this short-handed Cebu team. in the first 10 minutes.
Well, it took a while for them to actually make shots in the opening minutes, but as soon as they did, they haven't looked back. Cebu was actually the one off to a good start. Martinez, Ladis Lepalam, and Dennis Santos were able to make baskets para sa Cebu before that Batangas run. But now, all of a sudden, it's a 19-point advantage.
21.
21, sorry, for the Tanduayra Masters.
Happy Independence Day, everyone. Sa lahat ng mga kaliga natin. Wherever you are in the world, we celebrate Independence Day, the nation's freedom. Second quarter underway dito sa Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. Ighalo finds Ochea. Ochea, hindi pumasok ang kanyang tres. Baloria inside, 2 points para kay Jong Baloria. Isit to Jong Baloria, 2 points.
This is a good opportunity for Jong Baloria to continue a stretch of double-digit scoring. He was the leader for Batangas City in that game against Zamboanga, led 4 other guys in double figures with 16. Cebu hasn't been playing a lot of defense, and quite expectedly, especially since anim lang sila, they're just really trying to conserve their energy for the full 40 minutes of this one.
The foul on Martinez. Check out this fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. Jong Baloria, one of the a pioneer here in this league, played for Parañaque in our first season. They saved the ball to CJ Isip. Bounce pass to Amboluto. 2 free throws coming up. The one player that also wants to get in a really good rhythm, John Amboluto. One of those rare back to the basket player dito sa MPBL. There's not a lot of them.
Yeah, especially in this day and age where a lot of the players, even the big men, would prefer to camp out outside and take outside shots.
That's not his game though. Si John Amboluto, gusto niya banggaan, pisikalan sa ilalim.
Traditional Filipino big man.
Yep.
Ito si John Amboluto.
Nelo Santos kicks it out. Mendoza, no. Martinez has played well. He gets the offensive rebound. He had stripped by Igalo. Baloria pushing. Gets it to Don Ochea. Basket and one.
Pass right on the money. Jong Baloria bulleting one delivery to Don Ochea underneath.
This of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And this also just might be an opportunity for a lot of the Batangas players to try and prove themselves worthy of their their spots in the rotation right now of Coach Cholo.
Yeah.
Dahil syempre, because of this free agency and trade window that we are in right now, yung Batangas might be making some decisions to change some people in their lineup. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, everyone wants to improve, no? And if
Yeah.
you're Batangas, a team that has annually they harbor championship ambitions, no? Mabigat yung gusto nila lagi.
Perennial Southern Division finalist ito.
And the Santos lost his footing. May pito. Foul.
Foul on number 17, Kenneth Ighalo. Substitution, Ladis Lepalam for Jason
Pasok
Hero.
si Ladis Lepalam dito
14 shoot.
for Jameson Hero. (41-12). They go out to Dennis Santos. Doza, a three. Continues to miss. De Los Santos also could not convert. And another easy finish by Don Ochea. 31-point lead. Early here in the second period. This could get really bad para dito sa Cebu. Another miss from Santos. Batangas is not pulling their punches. Ambo Luto lanes in. No. Another opportunity for Ambo. Nabitawan ng bola. Brian Mendoza ahead to Dennis Santos. Ighalo able to break it up. And it will stay with Cebu with 21 seconds in their shot clock. It's 43-12. Santos. Mike De Los Santos, a three. Ladis Lepalam, the putback.
Well, you don't usually see Mike De Los Santos attempting from beyond the arc. But good thing you have a guy like Ladis Lepalam to pull some offensive rebounds on the glass for you.
Ighalo, corner. Maloria, lumapit, takes the jumper, no good. Ochea, offensive rebound, a foul. Abot pa sa penalty yung Cebu dito, maaga.
And that's not a good spot for them to be in, considering anim lang sila sa laro na to.
That is the 14th foul for Cebu Classic. Shooting to Don Ochea.
Alam mo, ito si Don Ochea, this guy was a machine in high school. Highly touted coming out of Cebu. Played for Adamson in college. And ever since then, he has shifted into that defensive type of player.
Nasa MPBL yan since the start. No free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa Subok. At kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
For CJ Isin.
Anong bigyan kita ng ano? Ng mag-ano kaya tayo? Mag-pop quiz kaya
Pop quiz tayo. Pwede.
Anong team si Don Ochea nung start ng karera niya dito sa MPBL?
Second team niya na ba itong Batangas?
Oo.
Cebu?
He played for Caloocan.
Oh, okay.
De Los Santos inside, a foul on Don Ochea.
Sino ang kanyang mga teammates at that time?
Ano, under kay Coach ano yun? Coach John Calios din yun.
Oh, okay.
Foul on number 15, Don Ochea is first. Second team foul. Shooting to Mike De Los Santos.
He was the defensive player of the year last season. And Levy Hernandez, does it look like he's playing tonight, no?
Yeah, he's in street clothes. Trying to, of course, Coach Solo wants to try and give the other players a chance to really show out. You've seen how Levy Hernandez has led this team in scoring this year. Obviously, there's not really much need of his services tonight against a very undermanned Cebu Classic squad.
Oliva is in the game. Ochea, he'll fire a three. It's good para kay Don Ochea.
Art Oliva, though, in the past couple of games has gotten some early burn para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva. And I think there was 2 games where he started.
Tapik ang bola, balik sa Cebu. 48-15. Santos, they go to De Los Santos against Panyamogan. Martinez from the free throw line, yes.
JP Martinez.
That's his range. 15 to 18 feet. JP Martinez scoring 2 more points. He now has 6 on the board para sa Cebu, but definitely still a long way to go para sa Classic.
Ochea puts it in.
I'm sure Donachea is relishing this opportunity to be given a lot of chances to score.
50-17. Here's De Palam. Nandun si Igalo on the double. Martinez, the push shot.
JP Martinez.
He's got 8 points in the game, JP Martinez. 8 of the 19 for Cebu. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
And he's been the most efficient player for the Classic tonight. 4 out of 6 from the field. The rest are 2 out of 21.
Dennis Santos. Gladys De Palam, the putback. And the crowd appreciating the effort of Gladys. 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Panyamogan, Oliva. Gets it to Philip. Ochea underneath. De Los Santos nakuha yung rebound off the stop. Dennis Santos. Mike De Los Santos against Oliva. And he lost the handle. It will go back to Batangas.
For Kenneth Igalo and Donachea. Darwin Dino for John Ambuluto. James Hilo for Mike De Los Santos.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Lunor. Out to Oliva. The extra pass. Panyamogan, too strong on the 3.
He had 2 threes in the first quarter. Both were open looks and both were easy makes para kay Philip Panyamogan.
Mendoza. Out to Dennis Santos, who nails the 3.
I really do miss seeing Dennis Santos light it up.
Yeah. Last year sa Valenzuela, dami niyang mga big games. But it's only a 26-point lead now. Binabana nila.
Quite the combo they had there with Daryl Manligas as well.
Unable to score. Mendoza on the move. Dennis Santos. Back to Brian. Dennis. Hirapan siya makahanap ng espasyo. Martinez. Too strong. Dennis with a rebound. Gladys De Palam with a jumper. Ablaza grabs the rebound. Batangas leading. Oliva back to De La Virgen. Pumasok ang 3. MJ to Sed. Sinigurado na ni Sed. (52-24). It's a 28-point lead for Batangas. Short-handed ang Cebu. Batangas naman halos kumpleto. Pero hindi talaga na makausa dito ang Cebu. Panyamogan mintis ang kanyang 3. Lenore with offensive rebound and it's 2 points for Darwin Lenore.
Timeout Cebu Classic.
That gives us a chance to breathe, Javi.
Yes, sir. There's the miss by Panyamogan. He's missed his last 2 attempts. Darwin Lenore, offensive rebound. quite unchallenged right there. Huge advantage still para sa Batangas City, Tanduay Rum Masters.
That's our Gixxer fans of the game, born for greatness. Ano ha? May hawig kay GP yun ha? May puti-puti din yung buhok ha? Yung sa lalaki sa kanan. Sorry GP, marami na kaming nakikita. Kasi 30 na ang lamang ng Batangas. With a little over a minute remaining in the first half.
Dahil 30 na ang lamang, may konting kwento lang ako. Shoutout pala to Batangas City Assistant Coach Dino Ponce Enrile na napilitan mag-coach dun sa team namin nung Sunday. At
Talaga?
natawagan pa ng technical
Masyado kang intense, Coach Dino.
Na-miss daw niya kasi mag-coach dahil dito sa Batangas medyo pabulong-bulong lang siya. Na-miss daw niya yung feeling na yung talagang siyang
Parang gusto ko magpa-line up
magmamando.
sa inyo, Habi, dahil lang kay Coach Dino, ha? Ito mo, seryoso.
Yun
Jameson Hero will miss.
Talagang nung nasiko ako sa labi, galit na galit talaga siya Sabi niya, tingnan niyo naman, dudugo ba yan kung hindi yan na-foul?
Grabe. Pinagtanggol ka pa.
Pinagtanggol ako, na-touch ako. Maraming salamat, Coach Dino. Mabuhay ka.
Ma-invite nga si Coach Dino.
Oo. Okay yan. He really has just such an intense passion for the game of basketball.
May ano pa yan may kwento pa yan yung kay Coach Dayong Mendoza. Doon siya naglalaro
Talaga?
Yung camp and play yata yung ano doon, yung pangalan ng kanilang grupo doon. Sila Coach Nash na sila, Darwin Honor with the finish.
Alam ko may plano siya magsimula ng podcast.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Nako, huwag niya akong i-guess kamo. I did have a lot of I did enjoy my time with the guys at Batangas City, yung coaching staff. It's Nick Demusis.
14 foul from Batangas City.
Free agent yan.
Yeah.
Bakit kaya bumiyahe siya ng Nueva Ecija?
I wonder why.
Abi, no?
He was also at Pampanga
Oo nga. So,
Kaninong game kaya yung pinanood niya doon?
kaya nga 56-24, Ladis with a turnaround shot. He'll get the roll. He puts it in. 30-point lead. Kasama ko itong grupo ng Batangas City kasi isang hotel kami doon sa Ilagan.
Okay.
Nung nag-home game yung Cowboys doon. Masaya sila kasama.
Oh yeah, they're great bunch of guys. Saka talagang mga consummate professionals yung mga yan.
Oo. Ano din uhaw din sa kwento
Ay oo, syempre talaga.
Hindi. Buti na lang, hindi ko nakwento lahat.
Which brings me pala to the question, bakit pala ikaw never ka nagsimula na sarili mong podcast?
I did during the pandemic, but
Mas busy ka na lang kasi talaga.
I stopped. Hindi na ako hindi na nagtuloy-tuloy kasi it was actually, our Martinez having a good game so far. This is his best game of the season. 11 points to beat the buzzer. 29-point lead para dito sa Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Don Ochea.
Wow, 16 points already para kay Donachet. Di
Yeah.
ko man lamang namalayan.
The 4 rebounds on perfect 5 of 5 clip from the free throw line, and he's the leader of the half for this Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters, who are enjoying a 29-point lead against the undermanned Cebu Classic.
I came from nothing. Just a small boy from streets of General Santos City. No shoes, no food, no chance, just a dream in my heart. From flyweight to junior middleweight, 8 divisions. Thank you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bawat Pilipinong nangangarap at lumalaban. This is our victory. This is our story. And the best is yet to come.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. That is the most spectacular one-punch set of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left hand for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he finds the straight left hand. And there's the punching down. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hands. This is why we use the word sensation.
Manalang gets it back. 8 seconds to work with. They go to Giab against Capulong. Nice fake by Giab. Atake ni Josh Giab! What a move from Josh Giab! Look at the move from Josh Giab. The shot fake. And lets Capulong fly by with that hang time move.
And the thing is, may nakadig pa si si Mitch Maynes.
Olegario drives right at Jego Dario. Finds a way. Oh my! Hindi ko alam paano nagawa ng paraan ni J. Olegario yun. I could not even find him. Could not even see him. 3 players against J.R. Olegario.
Hindi mo na nga makita.
Kaya nga.
Plus 10 ang Pasay, 14-4. Cyrus Tabi quietly has been having a solid season.
What a pass.
And what a pass. Like you said, papunta kay AJ Coronel.
And that's with the left hand. Usually, players are good with their strong hand, no? Yung mga magagaling pumasa. And this one, though, using the left hand for that behind the back in tight space.
4-point lead para sa Abra. Taiwan. Ildefonso, oh what a move! Dave Ildefonso able to elude the defense. At ito yung magandang galaw ni Dave Ildefonso.
And that's just muscle memory para dito kay Dave Ildefonso.
Risers with a glimmer of hope. Kani. Kani for 3! Oh! Hubert Kani, I tell you, never count the Risers out, especially here on their home floor.
That's right. He rose up with those hands. Challenged by Philip Manalang, still knocked it down.
Pasay looks like they're getting a win here after back-to-back losses. Oh, Adlawan could certainly dunk. He'll try for that, and he does! Slam jam for Dolan Adlawan.
Pasok na sa top 3 yun, yung dakdak na yun. Maybe the number 1 play.
They trap Pido. He goes to Himpayan. Waray finds Pingris for the hammer!
Oh boy! Me, oh my! Mark Pingris!
What a slam galing kay Mark Pingris. He went up there.
To Coach Stephen Mapera's playbook that he could have more playing time for Parañaque in the coming games.
Pido. Oh! The exclamation point to this one!
May pahabol pa!
Nawala tuloy headset ko. Nagulat ako.
That's the first time I've actually seen somebody in the panel lose their headset after a dunk.
Ibang klase naman kasi out of nowhere. And Warlo Batak.
Mina against Darang. 5 seconds to work with. Mina fires a three. Good! Alan Mina! 10 points in the game. And a clutch basket for the Cowboys.
Boy, and what you love about this, the guys on Ilagan, the Cowboys, clutch after clutch.
They have been fouled as well there.
Yup, didn't get to land on where he's supposed to.
Yes.
Oh my.
Big time shot galing kay Allen for 2. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Bataan. Mitchell with the in and out dribble. Mitchell, what a finish! What a finish! And I thought I was watching Dr. J right there. The in and out dribble. Minus gets deep and adjusts, contorts, and just lays it in with some English. What a spectacular move from Mitchell Minus.
Dr. J-like, if you ask me.
Welcome back to the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. Halftime, we have Batangas leading by 29 against Cebu. And it was, Batangas right from the get-go. Although Cebu had their moments, anim na players ang dala ng Cebu dito for this game. And really showed as Batangas really just going through the motions and getting their baskets. Alam natin na when they were pushing, they got whatever they want.
Yeah, especially at the latter part of that first quarter. Kaya sila nakaabot ng 33 points in the opening 10 minutes. Settled for 26 in the second quarter. But if you look at the differences in field goal attempts, 6 lang ang lamang dito ng Batangas. Mababa lang talaga yung naging conversion rate ng Cebu because most times Batangas were able to force the Classic into misses that enabled them to run in transition at syempre maraming beses doon di na bumaba ang Cebu. That's why in terms of fast break points, 16-3 ang score doon sa departamento na yun.
Dono Che, a leading scorer with 16 points. Ced Ablaza has 8. Panyamogan has 7. Cruz with 6. JP Martinez having a strong game. 11 points para sa kanya. Ladis de Palamas 11. Santos and Hero right there making up the scorers. And I don't know what they're waiting for here.
Yun na nga eh.
Bola ng Cebu to start the third. Took an extended time there. Haba pa yung biyahe. Lalo na yung team natin dito, mga staff natin, tsaka
From here ba, ilang oras na lang papuntang Abra?
sagutin ni Google Maps yan. Mukhang
I think mga abot pa rin ng 8, no? Mga ganun.
yeah, I think so. Tingnan natin sa hindi na siguro, Javi. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna reach 8 hours.
Maybe
Baka-
5 to 6.
Baka 5 to 6 hours na lang.
Sa bagay kasi parang halos kalahati na rin to ng biyahe papunta dun, no?
Oo. 59 to 30. Bola ng Cebu. Hero. Drives left. Challenged by Cruz, but he puts it in anyway. Off the glass. Jameson Hero. Yeah, 6 hours, Avi.
Yun, tama. 6 hours.
But it's 339 kilometers away.
Oh my. Pero, ang ating kasamang si Coach Mike Perez, walang problemang i-drive yan. He actually loves the scenic drive going to Abra. He's been raving about it ever since last year.
Yeah, and kasi may dadaanan kayo doon sa La Union.
Oo, tama.
Oo, may ano doon eh, may beach part doon eh.
Enjoy na enjoy niya yun eh.
Kaya kasama niya pa pamilya niya.
Yeah. Yan daw yung mga simple moments that he really cherishes.
NGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. I did do hanggang La Union lang pala ako. Arim, inside they go. Ablaza got blocked.
Pero kanina meron din tayong mga nadaanan ng mga scenic routes, ha?
Oo.
Especially sa may expressway, sa may Cabanatuan area na.
Mga
Very peaceful rin yung...
scenic, ano yun eh. Rice fields yun.
Well, I mean, it was pleasant.
It was a scene.
Pleasant for me.
Scene right out of a movie. Okay.
Yeah.
60 to 32. Gusto ko na nga gawan ng kwento eh, yung mga nadaanan natin.
Well, marami naman tayo na pagkwentuhan.
Kaya nga eh. Jameson Hero misses and sarapan ng lunch, di ba?
Sobrang sarap talaga ng lunch.
Yeah, Philip Morgan continues His fine shooting from beyond the arc. Was that a long 2? Or no, it's a 3. 63 to 32, 31-point lead.
Yeah, that was the 3-point shot for Panyamogan. Now in double figures with 10.
Mendoza to Hero. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hero. Lepalam on the push shot. No. And Seda Blaza with a rebound. Bigay agad kay MJ de la Vergen. The cross-court pass. Here comes Philip again for 3.
They just can really put some points on the board quickly because of that 3-point shooting. Ito si Philip Panyamogan.
Ang ganda ng stroke ni Philip eh. A lot of wrist action, a lot of legs as well on the shot. Ganda ng bend ng kanyang paa. That's 3 straight three-pointers para kay Philip. Putting on a clinic here in the third. Baka umapat to
It would do no harm. I mean, I would love to see 4 straight galing kay Philip Panyamogan, especially after what we saw
Same
last
spot.
night.
Yeah!
Yes, sir!
Woo! Philip! 12 points here in the third. And the lead has ballooned to 40.
Yeah, especially after what we saw last night from Chris De Chavez, I wouldn't mind another explosion galing kay Philip Panyamogan.
Okay, Philip. Balik ka doon sa pwesto mo. It's the same spot, Javi. He's wide open again, but nandun agad si Grayan. And a heat check galing kay Philip Panyamogan.
Medyo pa-fade away kasi yung tira eh.
Hindi set eh. Mendoza is bumped by Mark Cruz.
And to give you guys a refresher, that Chris De Chavez of Davao had 9 3-point shots last night en route to 29 points.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. So ibig sabihin, suki sa Extreme 3-point shot of the game ito si De Chavez.
Oh yeah, the same way that Philip Panyamogan is slowly becoming tonight's Extreme suki.
He's got 6, right?
Yeah.
6 of 11. MJ de la Vergen. That won't go para kay MJ. Dennis Santos tracks down the rebound. Ladis Lepalam will try. It's short.
Well, he's been working on that shot. He's hit a few 3-pointers this season. Ito si Ladis Lepalam.
You know, it feels like everyone's just waiting for Zamboanga and Nueva Ecija.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
But you do have to finish this game right here. De la Vergen fires a 3. Ibang klase din to si MJ de la Vergen. Now that we are in the window, Javi, I'm gonna try to put you on the spot.
ooh.
Sinabi mo sa akin kasi na wala akong why don't you try start a podcast? And I want to say that I have a podcast. It's here in the MTV.
Ito pala yun.
Pag nagko-cover ako,
Ito pala
it's a
yun.
podcast. Pag kasama mo si Christian Wanson, it's a podcast. Oh, Philip Panyamogan, what did you have for breakfast and lunch today? I want to have that as well tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be something that I'm going to be very curious about.
Dennis Santos nails the 3.
Tansya ko pare-pareho ang pre-game meal nitong Batangas today.
And I think they stayed overnight here.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yesterday, nandito na sila eh. And they already practiced as well dito. Hindi ako sure kung dito mismo sa venue. Pero
I'm pretty sure dito yan. Nag-ano sila. Because Batangas, as we all know, this is one of the organizations dito sa MPBL na talagang professionally run.
oh yeah, for sure. Saka si Coach Cholo, he really ensures na yung kanyang mga players are very well taken care of. Sinisigurado niya na meron silang pre-game meal, meron silang post-game meal, pag-practice, meron rin yan silang pagkain parate.
Well, the details, down to the last Yan kasi yung importante eh.
Oo, kasi he feels like if all of these things are covered, wala ka nang pwedeng, ang player wala nang pwedeng sabihin. They have to perform well on the court.
Ladis Lepalam scores from Brian Mendoza's assist. Down to a 34-point advantage, but still a long way to go here. Ablaza going for Mark Cruz. Cruz misses the kick out. MJ de la Virgen swishes it through.
He's trying to catch up to Philip Panyamogan pero malayo-layo pa naman. Only the third three-point shot of MJ tonight. Philip has 7.
MJ with the rebound. Takbo agad ang Batangas. De la Virgen, the no-look pass to Mark Cruz for the finish.
Mark Cruz now in double figures with 11. Third guy in double figures tonight para sa Batangas. Panyamogan has 22, Ochea has 16.
Mendoza, they go to Ladis Lepalam. It's a tough day para sa Cebu. Check out the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig. Free installation for split type air conditioner.
Well, it's been a tough month para sa Classic. With everything that's been happening.
A 49-point lead para sa Batangas. And now we're seeing the three-point shooting here, almost 50% for Batangas. De la Virgen in and out on that jumper. Moving forward, Javi, I'm going to put you on the spot. You know, what does Batangas need in the window?
Well, I definitely think that they need younger legs. Obviously, this is a team that has really gone through a lot together, a lot of experience between these players, but they need younger legs, especially in the long season like we have. They need guys who can really come in and inject a lot of energy on both sides. You remember how Batangas used to be a team that really used to pressure a lot? Like full court, in your face, trapping defense. Pero di nila na masyado magawa ngayon. I feel like they need younger legs, particularly on offense. They need an outside shooter and also a post guy.
89-37. This is a 52-point lead for Batangas. We'll be right back. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. And we are back here at the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. Philip Panyamogan making it rain from beyond the arc. 7 of 13. 3-point shooting to go with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. He's 5 of 6 in the period. He has stayed on the floor together with Don Ochea, Kenneth Igalo, MJ de la Virgen, and Seda Blaza.
Easily his best game of the season tonight. Ito si Philip Panyamogan, and I'm sure he's not yet done. Still a lot of time left to go in this game.
Ochea on the run out. (91-37), 2 minutes left. This is tough to cover, Javi.
Super tough. I mean, there's nothing really much to break down here. Batangas is just like going through a practice session.
That's on TV.
Yeah, going up against token defense. But, you know, you still gotta applaud these 6 guys who showed up here in Palayan City. Imagine, they just could have stayed where they are, but they still made the trip here.
But this is also a probably, alam mo, it's really we're all one family here in the MPBL. I know it's extremely tough for me going on this direction, this road, because alam mo yung we're hoping that we are a growing league, and syempre, we're far from perfect, but minsan talagang we don't need yung mga ganitong sitwasyon sometimes Ang hirap lang.
Yeah.
Mahirap lang, but also the realities of running a basketball team.
Yeah, this just tells us that it's never easy to run a basketball team, particularly at this level, dahil syempre there are a lot of things to consider, and of course sometimes most of the time meron mga bagay na hindi mo na ine-expect na mangyayari.
Yung sa players naman, this is beyond their control as well. And syempre you expect a better situation.
No, we hope for better things to come para sa kanila.
Definitely.
Especially because this is their comeback season in the league,
And Cebu is a basketball crazy province
it's
as well.
It's a hotbed for basketball talent.
Martinez on the move. Nice, nifty finish.
He's having a good individual game. JP Martinez, 13 points in this game. Sharing scoring honors for Cebu with Ladis Lepalam.
Alarcon, a three. No. Rebound, Ladis to Dennis Santos. And Cebu showing some energy here at the close of the third period.
I remember a few times last year I was talking about how I've been looking forward to seeing Cebu return to the MPBL, especially because I know na maraming mga homegrown players sa Cebu who are just waiting for the opportunity, to play here and strut their stuff.
Alam natin yan, no? Yung most of them, they're scattered all over the MPBL. Cebuano players. Si Eman Calo, Will Macaloni,
Joel Liu, Jerry Pingoy.
Yeah, CJ Isit misses. Oliva down low. Alarcon, the extra pass. Ochea with a finish. Santos, he'll fire. No good. And dyan nagtatapos ang ating third quarter. That won't count for VJ Alarcon. It's a 94-41 lead para sa Batangas. Highlights of the game brought to you by Simplus, official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Philip Panyamogan keeping us excited in this ball game with those three-pointers.
Yeah, 7 3-point shots for Batangas City here in the third quarter alone, and 5 of them coming from Philip Panyamogan, 2 coming from MJ De La Virgen. Cedar Blaza also turning in double figures for Batangas City in this game, and we still have another full 10 minutes for Batangas to extend the scoring total of theirs.
Our fan of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Kaway-kaway, mga fans natin dito sa Palayan City.
Well, slowly filling up here. I expect this to be a full house.
Yeah, later. Pag maglalaban ng dalawang nasa taas ng kanilang respective divisions. Don Ochea misses that one. Hindi pumasok ang tira na yon. Balik sa Batangas ang bola. (94-41). Alarcon knocks down the three.
Oh, they've been eagerly waiting for him to join the party. Ito si VJ Alarcon, homegrown player of the Tanduay Ram Masters.
Well, Mendoza has yet to score. The kick out. Dennis Santos. And the push shot galing kay CJ Isip.
Batangas now with 33 assists in this game.
That's a tough stat if you're Cebu. 58 points ang lamang. Gladys de Palam bigay kay De Los Santos. Ryan Mendoza. Dennis Santos on to Ladis. Oliva with the steal. TJ Isip leaves it to Alarcon.
Oh, I think he baby that
Yeah.
shot.
Santos will drive. The layup is good. All over but the final score here. But if you're Coach Cholo, you want to see, your team, na tapusin na maayos itong larong to. Kenneth Igalo knocks down the free throw line jumper.
Yeah, above all yun talaga ang gusto niya makita dahil feeling ko that's what he feels is lacking with Batangas City this season. Yung kanilang execution that they were really very known for the past few years. Reason why they've gained so much success and have been a perennial finalist in the Southern Division Finals.
Now this De Palam puts it in. 101-45 is the count.
I think a lot of the players have fallen into some sense of complacency dahil nga marami na ring beses na sila yung nagsasama at hindi pa sila napapalitan, but I think it's going to be different this year.
Dennis Santos banks it in, plus the foul. This is the Gixxer great move of the game, born for greatness. Oliva foul Santos. Now he's at the line trying to complete a three-point play.
Another homegrown for Batangas City has just checked in, Nicky Perez.
Chance for him to contribute.
This is actually his first game of the season.
Isip, three, no. Perez with the offensive rebound, and he gets the basket plus the foul.
It's an impact para sa kanya.
Pagkatapos na makashoot, lakad Bartisi.
Yun na nga eh.
naman. Power move against Ladis De Palam, and then the lakad Bartisi.
He's giving up a lot of inches against Lipalam. Just could not complete the three-point play. But this too is also a good opportunity for him to maybe prove himself worthy of a spot in the rotation para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva.
There's a foul downstairs. Si Oliva bumped Santos.
This just might actually be, you know, an open tryout for the Rum Masters.
(103-47). And Halo is whistled for the foul. Alarcon on the move, down the middle. And Vijay Alarcon making the most out of his time on the floor. 105-47.
He wanted to make up for that point-blank shot that he missed earlier. He really went all the way with force on that last play, pushing the ball in transition, cutting through the middle to score that layup.
And CJ Hero comes in for Mike De Los Santos. Rian Mendoza able to get away, count the basket. Oh,
No, I think that's going to be downstairs.
oh no.
He's still scoreless in this game. Yeah, Mendoza is 0 out of 5 from the field.
This free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances ng Subok at Kompleto Appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Now, even from the free throw line, nahihirapan pumuntos dito si Ryan Mendoza.
(105-50), 55-point lead. Five minutes remaining. Panyamogan, a three. Yes!
He has hit most of his three-point shots from that area of the floor, that left wing.
108-50. Palam now with Martinez. Mendoza, a three. No good. Little over 4 minutes to play here. Oliva naagaw ni Mendoza. The pitch ahead to Jameson Hero for two.
Kitang-kita yun. Basang-basa ni Ryan Mendoza. He knew that Oliva was gonna try and locate Panyamogan with that no-look pass, leading to that Hero basket.
Alarcon, push shot, won't go. Santos, naagaw ni Panyamogan. Philip from deep. Good. Yeah, this might be the game that could turn things around para kay Philip Panyamogan this season, Javi.
9 3-point shots right now, equaling the 3-point total of Chris Chavez from last night. Ito si Philip Panyamogan, 28 points in this game. 9 out of 15 from downtown. And the record for most threes by a player is 12, if I'm not mistaken. That's set by Orlan Mamar
Yeah.
in this same venue.
111-52. And Dennis Santos puts it in. Under 4 minutes remaining. Alarcon drives. Tapos ang kanyang layup. Ladis Nepalam. Kay Ryan Mendoza. Dennis Santos pulls the trigger. Yes!
That looked good the moment it left his hands.
Hopefully for Cebu, they can right the ship. Marayo pa ang ating playoffs. And Philip Panyamogan, three-pointer number 10.
I think he's.
Two
I
away
think he
from
has
the
the
record.
record in mind.
Yeah, 2 away from the record. Philip again. Good! 1 away from the record. 11th three-pointer para kay Philip Panyamogan. Orlan Wamar's record in jeopardy.
He just needs 2 more to get past Orlan Mamar. That record was set 2 or 3 years ago here in Palayan City against Mindoro.
And Santos with the answer. Sorry, with the answer. Pero ang laki pala ng lamang, sorry. 117 to 59. They got to set up Philip Panyamogan here. He's in the corner. Philip. Nice pass. Nice fake. Philip to tie. No. To tie the record, by the way. Not to tie the score.
Malayong malayo yan.
Mendoza, Tigay, Kailades, Nepalam. Dennis Santos. Santos for 3. Final 2 minutes here in Palayan City. Ball knocked away by King Importante. 6 seconds on the shot clock for Cebu. I think they are aware of the record, no, Javi?
Yeah, they are.
Kaya binalik eh. And the 3 galing kay Ryan Mendoza. Minute 45 remaining. Coach Cholo has not stopped coaching in this game. No? Tuloy-tuloy.
That's just really Coach Cholo Villanueva para sa-
Panyamogan ties the record. He's got a minute and a half to break it. 120 to 62. Philip Panyamogan going nuclear in the second half. This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Santos, Martinez to Brian Mendoza. Corner 3 won't go. Santos, they want the record for their teammate.
Oh, they really do.
Hiro could not hit. Importante with a rebound. Perez will lay it in.
May oras pa naman.
Natawa sila sa bench eh. 122 to 62. Alarcon, ball slipping out of his hands. Santos. No. Importante. Philip. Go to your spot, Philip. Here it is. For the record. No. One more. A 3.
There you go!
Philip Panyamogan is the new record holder for most three-pointers in the game in the MPBL with 13 made triples.
11 3-point shots in the second half, Sidel. My goodness.
Panyamogan to extend the record, no go. King Importante looking for Philip. Another long bomb. 14 trays for Philip Panyamogan. And
Kahit si Coach Cholo na madalas stoic ang itsura sa sideline, kanina napapangiti na eh.
well, amid the turbulent times for Cebu, meron tayong, something to cheer about in this game. I feel for Cebu, but I'm also happy para dito kay Philip Panyamogan, who now holds the single game record for most three-pointers in the game. Make it 15. Yes, make it 15. 15 triples for Philip Panyamogan.
Most three-pointers in a game, most three-pointers
And
in
you
a
said,
half.
And you said they need more outside shooting.
Yeah. Well, I think I always love to be proven wrong. I've always loved to be proven wrong.
Take a bow. Philip Panyamogan, 131 to 65.
And this too is the highest scoring total in a game this season.
Philip Panyamogan torching Cebu with
My goodness.
15 three-pointers
46 points.
to finish with 46 points. Our best player of the game, who else but Philip Panyamogan?
Is there any doubt?
Oo. 46 points para sa kanya. 15 triples. Best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet. Title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. You have to remember, he did start off slow. No?
Yeah.
He was feeling his way into the game, feeling his shot. And then, the second half happened.
Nung naramdaman nila na tuloy-tuloy yung pag-shoot niya sa second half, I think they told him about it, and I'm pretty sure that he definitely went for it.
And deservedly so. All his teammates are behind him as he goes for this interview with Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. Alam mo, Philip, kanina pa namin pinag-uusapan. Obviously, hindi mo naririnig. Pero matanong ko lang, kailan, at what point mo ba nalaman? At what point mo ba nalaman na kailangan mong malagpasan yung 12 three-pointers ni Orlan Wamar sa larong ito? You had 15 tonight. Tsaka kumusta yung pag-setup ng teammates mo sa'yo?
First of all, thank you kay God na binigay sa amin yung panalo na to dahil galing kami sa talo. Yun nga, yung nalaman ko, yung sineset up na nila ako. So, yun, sabi ko, sige, set up nyo ako, tira lang ako. Pag sumot, sumot. Salamat sa Diyos.
Philip, nararamdaman ko yung emosyon mo ngayon kasi bukod dito, sinasabi palagi ni Coach Cholo dati, I want to push Philip, Gusto ko lumabas yung three-pointers niya. At sa larong ito, hindi lang lumabas, nalagpasan mo pa nga ang record ni Orlan Wamar. Kamusta ka?
Yun nga, patience lang. So, ready lang ako every game. Kung kung gagamitin ako o hindi, okay lang. Be professional lang ako. Yun nga, tiwala pa rin kami sa sistema ni Coach Cholo. Maraming adjust lalo na sa defense at sa offense namin. Dahil nga bumalik si Chris Porter sa PBA. Kaya adjust kami ng ngayon.
Pero siguradong malaking boost sa moral at confidence yun. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko asawa ko si Lauren, si Mama Papa, Zia, Lalang Lobert, si Mami, Daddy sa Butuan City, dito Mars, dito Jing, dito Ellen, sa mga Habar family, tsaka sa Panyamogan family. Yun nga, sa Tanduay Athletics din, management, tsaka yun nga, sa mga teammates ko. Salamat. Push lang tayo. Tuloy-tuloy lang na tayo sa practice.
Maraming salamat. I had to take a deep breath. After that interview, this play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Si Delphin Javi.
Maraming salamat, Mika, and congratulations kay Philip Panyamogan. What a performance tonight amid all the attention on Cebu and what they were going through. We saw a highlight, binibigyan pa rin tayo. The basketball god still giving us something to be happy about, and that's Philip Panyamogan's performance. But up next, ito, maganda to. Zamboanga against Nueva Ecija. Magbabanto sa finals before now. Iba na yung mukha ng Zamboanga, but there are still some personalities who are involved na nandun dati. But it's a great finish to our Independence Day slate here. And abangan nyo ang Zamboanga against Batangas. At Nueva Ecija rather.